Okay, I have 3 compressors here, 2 of which, the VHE White Horse Jr. and the Gaiatone ST2 are my neighbors. This is my main compressor that I use, the Keeley I mentioned before, and the reason I like this one so much is because it only has 2 knobs. It's pretty hard to not get a good sound out of this. So I've messed with some of the 4 or 5 knob ones, and it's difficult sometimes to not mess up your signals. So I'm gonna do, because basically compressor reviews don't really make good YouTubeism, televisionism. At least that's what Milton Berle told me. That I'm going to do 3 of them in one video, and I'm basically going to compare my neighbors with the one that I primarily use and see if either one of these I like better. And the compression stuff just doesn't really translate through the speakers into the little microphone on my camera, so I'm not completely confident that you're going to be able to hear a whole lot of difference between these. I'm going to hear it probably in here, but I don't know if you will. Let me just focus that a little bit. Okay, so I'm going through the Gaiatone first, and again, I should probably just put all the levels here. And I'm playing my Fender Telly, sorry, 54 Telly reissue. Neck pickup. Okay, so with the direct off, it's got level and sustain and a direct thing that's on off. The output's a little quiet, so that's pretty much unity right there. Sounds pretty good. Pretty subtle. Let me turn it up a little bit and get more squash. I'm seeing these. I see only one on eBay right now, and this one's it's the bid's at $45, one bid, and there's not a picture of it, so I'm not exactly sure it's this one. Some of the Gaiatone stuff is really expensive because I think that there was limited runs of them or something. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about Gaiatone. It's cool because it's nice and small. I've opened this up before, and there's really nothing in there. They could make this case half the size if they wanted to, but there's a certain comfort for guitar players to have pedals all pretty much the same size so they can just line up together. One of the things I noticed about this one, I didn't really care for where the power thing was, but really where else are you going to put it? I guess you could put it on the sides, but it's pretty tight in there, and I aimed it down, and it would be touching the pedal board. It might be touching the cable, so I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to mute this, and I'm going to go ahead and go to my pedal now. Let's see this, and see if there's any difference, or any major difference. Nice big blue light. I have the same problem with this cable being right there. I just don't like the way the power cable is inputted, but okay. So back up to the volume. Effective. I mean, there's a lot of, I've got, and it's the opposite, the knobs are opposite. The sustain's on the left and the level's on the right. A little confusing, but squashy. I like this one a lot. This it's supposed to be modeled, I think, after the DoD Brown compressor from way back when in the 70s. I remember those. I think it's DoD. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so it's supposed to have the same circuitry and everything as that, and so that's kind of what you guys like about it. But anyway, it's pretty squashy, but I can turn down the sustain on it, and it gets a nice, very subtle compression. Okay, now I'm going to go to the White Horse. And this one, These go for $139. They're new, you can get them new for $139. This one actually doesn't have the logo or anything on it. It's a no paint model. My neighbor got. He just got these, you know, these junior ones. They don't really. They sell the major ones, the big ones, but okay. Let's see what we got. Now this one has 3 knobs, so I can really screw it up. The blend, that's kind of a cool thing. This one had a blend switch on it, or a direct switch, which I'm assuming is a pseudo blend thing. This is, I'm going to put everything at 12, turn it off, and see what we got. Again, neck pickup on my telly. Okay, it's quieter. It's nice though, this is very nice. A little clicky, but compressors are going to bring out all those things, like, you know, any faults with your guitar are going to kind of come out. Anything that's buzzy or fretty. And this guitar is has really low action. It's pretty nice. I like, you know, having that extra option, I guess, is not a bad thing. You can kind of get a squishy sound. And it's really sustains really nice. It's still ringing, so a little noisy, but with a telly, you would expect that. It's really squashy there. Maybe I'll dial up the bypass tone again. So let's see. Anyway, I don't know how much you can tell through YouTube and through the internet, but of these, I have very little opinion. This is probably the most effecty of them. This one seems to be almost the most subtle, and then this one seems to be kind of in the middle somewhere. But man, you know, it's I have no opinion. That's what, if you came to this video for an opinion, boy, you just wasted some time. But I'm sorry. But this is the best I could do. Anyway, these are my neighbors. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick up one of these too. It's, you know, I don't know about that Digitech one from the first video. Probably not that one, but that one was crazy. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. That was pretty funny. Anyway, these are compressors. This is good television. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you soon.